Welcome back, legends. Are you ready for the upcoming Grand Prix event? This one is going to be one of the most important Grand Prix event we've had in a while, running from September 23rd to October 9th. Why is it so important? Because this time, the Grand Prix is bringing us one of the strongest A-class car, the Jaguar XJR-9. Now, I don't want to waste your time going deep into the car's performance stats today. Instead, I want to share the exact strategy I've been using to win every single Grand Prix, completely free to play, without spending money, and with smart token use only when it's really needed. This video might help you secure the car key too, especially if you're free to play. Just remember, this car is a beast in slipstream mode, and while other A-class cars may perform better in regular races, this one is still a must-have for your garage. That's why this event is so crucial. So let's get into my full Grand Prix winning strategy. Before we start, a quick but very important note: my exact strategy might not work the same way for you. Why? Because every player is different. Our skills, resources, and play styles vary. But what this video will do is give you a deep understanding of how Grand Prix events really work, so you can adapt the strategy to your own situation. Also, this is going to be a long video, but I promise, if you hold on from start to finish, it will not be a waste of your time. And if this style of strategy isn't for you, feel free to skip. The 3 keys to winning any Grand Prix. In my opinion, if you want to win in a Grand Prix, you need at least one out of these 3 things: skill, a lot of tokens, luck. That's it. Without at least one of these, even the best strategies won't save you. But if you have 2, or even all 3, you're golden. Think about which one you've got, because that will determine how you should approach this event. Breaking down the strategy. Let's take the Aston Martin Vantage 5 12 Grand Prix from last season as an example. Every Grand Prix always starts with 2 qualification rounds. If you don't qualify in the first one, you still get a second chance in qualification round 2. And even if you fail both, you can pay 500 or 1,000 or even more tokens to qualify automatically. Strategy. Rule number 1. Don't upgrade your car during the qualification rounds. Keep it stock. I'll explain why in a moment. Here's how I usually handle it. I always try to qualify in qualification round 1. First, I head into the practice section. Here you'll see a list of conditions to complete. The very last condition usually rewards you with 5 blueprints of the car. This is always important to grab. Now here's the real trick. Pay attention to the second to last condition. It's usually a beat the race time requirement. For example, this condition said, finish the race under 1 minute 25 seconds. That specific time becomes the key to my strategy. Why the practice time matters. Whatever that target time is, try to run a lap that's just slightly faster than it. If the condition is 1 minute 25 seconds, aim for something like 1 minute 24.7 seconds to 1 minute 24.9 seconds. Why? Because this puts you in Tier 4, which in my opinion is the safest tier for getting the car key. Here's how the tiers break down. Tier 1, lots of keys, but full of whales and pros. Very hard to win. Tier 2, still competitive, risky for free to play. Tier 3, easier, but not guaranteed. Tier 4, safest tier because first and second place both earn keys. Tier 5, only 1 key available, and you must get first. Risky. That's why my goal is always Tier 4. The competition is weaker, and you have 2 chances per lobby to secure the car key. Qualification round strategy. So after you figure out your practice time, in the qualification run, don't set a blazing fast time. Just match your practice time. The best move is to wait until the last hour or last few minutes before the qualification round ends, and then set your time. Aim for just inside the top 10, but not higher. If you go too fast, you'll land in Tier 2 or 3. Too slow, and you won't qualify at all. If you notice the lobby looks tough, like whales setting insane times, just skip qualification round 1 and save yourself for round 2. In my case, I set a time of 1 minute 24.873 seconds, very close to the 1 minute 25 second target. Early on, I was in second place, but as more players set times, I dropped to 12th. Since only top 10 qualify, I had to use my second attempt. Looking at the leaderboard, 10th place was 1 minute, 24.417 seconds. 9th was 1 minute, 24.180 seconds. 8th was 1 minute, 23.450 seconds. So I aimed between them and got 1 minute, 23.93, 2 seconds risky. It might land me in Tier 3, but still acceptable. In the end, I qualified 9th and secured a spot. Now, still do not set your best time in the practice rounds. Just leave it as it is. No need to upgrade your car yet. Save that for the final rounds. So after qualification round 2 ends, final round 1 begins. Let's see which tier I landed in. And as you can see, I got Tier 4, top 75%. That's exactly the strategy I always follow to secure the key. Why Tier 4? Because compared to the other tiers, your opponents are much easier here. You'll have a much better chance of grabbing the key. Once you've landed in Tier 4, now it's time to upgrade your car and start practicing your best runs. In fact, I didn't even overclock my car, and the opponents were still very manageable. Why not upgrade your car first? Because if you keep it stock, the game will classify you as a lower-ranked car. That way, when you set a slower qualifying time, the system is more likely to place you in a lower tier, which is exactly what you want to maximize your chances of winning the key. The final rounds. Once the final rounds start, that's when you make your move. Now you can upgrade your car. Now you can set your best times. Like I mentioned earlier, you need at least one of these 3 things to win the key. Skill. If you've got it, show it here and dominate your lobby. Tokens. If you don't have the skill, then you'll need plenty of tokens to upgrade your car. Higher stats give you a huge advantage. Luck. If you don't have skill or tokens, sometimes luck can still carry you. You might land in easier lobbies, bots, casual players, or just less competitive groups. But luck alone is never guaranteed. Bottom line, to win the Grand Prix, you must have at least one of these 3 factors on your side. Extra tip. Follow pro players. One last tip. During the final rounds, always check YouTubers who upload Grand Prix best laps. My personal top picks are Amu, Dark Hyper, Driver 7473. There are others too, like Jaeger, though he's not as consistent anymore. But whichever creator you follow, just watch their lap, copy their moves, and practice until you can replicate it. That's the fastest way to sharpen your run. And that's my complete strategy for winning every single Grand Prix without spending money, and with tokens used wisely only when truly needed. It's worked for me again and again, and I hope it can help you too. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I know it was long, but I wanted to give you everything you need to understand how Grand Prix events really work. The Jaguar XJR-9 is going to be a huge addition for free-to-play players, so don't miss out. Stick to the strategy, adapt it to your own playstyle, and I'm sure you'll secure the key. Good luck in the upcoming Grand Prix Legends, and I'll see you in the next video.
Fighting the air, a scream in the void, no one to care. Time stands still, teeth clenched tight. The abyss calls me into